Hey, this is Mickey. We're standing in front of your jukebox, and we're a few hours away from shipping it. And when you receive your jukebox, it's going to be shrink-wrapped cardboard corner, some styrofoam signs, and all that sort of stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to totally unwrap the jukebox. You're going to take all the materials that are surrounding the jukebox off the jukebox. And then you're going to physically inspect it for damage. So you can inspect the glass, the front areas, the sides, for any physical damage. If there is no physical damage, you're going to sign the paperwork, make sure they mark paid in full, okay, and get a copy. If there is damage, there's on the second piece of paper and inside the red box lines, you're going to have them notate the damage that you and the driver saw and put that in that box and then sign it and then pay them for the shipment. So one way or another. Most likely you won't have any problems, but it's very clear you do not give them the check or pay them until you inspect for damage. Okay, once you've unwrapped it, there's going to be a key up here in a little baggie, and it's going to be taped to it. So you're going to take that off, and you're going to come around back. I've already got the back door off right now, but your key goes right in here, and it just turns. And there's also this little thing right here that sort of holds it in place. So you'll turn the key, and you'll take the back door off. When you do take the back door off, there's going to be a little box, this box right here. It's going to be some extra things like the Rockola business card, the platter that puts the records go on, and those extra parts I told you about. They'll be in that box. So you'll take this box out of the back, okay, move it out of the way, and then the cord will be underneath here. You'll fish the cord out, cut the little tie back because it'll be in a circle, in a neat circle, and then unwind the cord, and it'll come right out here. And then put your back door on, making sure that you fish the cord through the little hole on the bottom of the back door. Okay, now onto your amplifier. Make sure before you fire it up, press on all the tubes. Just make sure everything's snug. All your connections, just go ahead and press down on each one of these tubes. Just make sure everything's snug. As far as your setup over here, I've done a lot of experimentation. You want to keep this in the speaker up. You want to put this on here. This one, there's 3 selections: max, average, and minimum. I found that it sounds best in minimum. It's the noise suppression, and I found minimum works best. Over here is your bass and your treble, okay? I found that right around 8 on both of these work great. Sounds great. I will have a little chart in that orange box with where the tubes go and the number of each tube, because it's sort of hard to read on the amplifier. Okay, so that's it on the back here. There's not much else to do. Over here is your knockoff switch right here. You push that in, and then this is your volume, and your power switch is right here. Okay, and those sort of stick through these little holes in the back here. So remember, on the right side you have your knockoff switch, your volume, over here your power switch. Okay, so that's the back of the jukebox. Okay, so now you've gotten your jukebox, you unwrapped it, you checked it out, no damage, everything's unwrapped, you pay the driver, making sure he puts paid in full. Okay, you've gotten the key, you came around back, you opened the back door, you fished the orange box out, you cut the tire wrap that was around the tie wrap that was around the cord, you fish that out, check all the tubes, make sure everything's down, you're good to go. Put your back door on, lock it, turn that, alright, bring the key to the front. Now, on the front, put the key in, turn it, you're going to open this up. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open this up. Okay. And then what you're immediately going to see is you're going to see a bunch of blue tape. And what I mean by that is there's going to be some blue painter's tape holding these magazine covers down. Okay. There's going to be some blue tape holding the tone arm down. See the tone arm? Okay, because we don't want this flopping all over the place when we ship it. So you're going to take the blue tape off. The platter, will not be on. It'll be in that box that I showed you in the back. So what your job will be to do is to take the platter and put it in the hole, okay, and lay it on there, and then just gently tuck in that little idler wheel and then spin it. If it spins, you're good to go. Okay, you'll take the business card out and you'll put it right in here. Maybe put a little piece of tape behind it to hold it in because there's a little extra room in there. That gives it that old-time Rockola business card look. All right, so, okay, so far we're doing good. We took the blue tape off here. We put the platter in, made sure that it spins. We took the tape off the tone arm, so now that it moves. Next up is to open the front. All right, so how are we going to do that? Well, this key right here, okay? As you can see, when you turn it, that locks it. See that? It comes up, it comes down when I turn that. That's in the locked position, okay? And it locks over here too, if you look real quick. See that? It sort of tucks in underneath this metal piece. So this part can't come forward. See that? It gets stuck there, which is good. But what you got to do is you got to turn that like that, and we're going to open this up. It's a little harder to do unless you have two hands, but okay, there you go. Just sort of push down on it. Now it'll come down, okay? And once it does, that's fine. You have this spring holding and this chain holding, so it's not going to, it only comes down so far. See how it just hangs there? Okay, very simple. All right, so what do we have in here? Well, we have these screws back here, right here. There's one here and one here, okay? And you're going to, counterclockwise, you're going to loosen these up. So there's spring in this. See how that moves up and down? When I ship it, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. And if we come around back, okay, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. You're going to loosen these up. Counterclockwise. You're going to loosen them up so they're nice and loose. Okay, see how I can move it by hand? We want it spring. When you get it, this is going to be tight. Okay, you're going to counterclockwise. So 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. You're going to loosen those up. Okay, now the mech is loose. Okay, now you're going to want to start putting records in. There's a little switch underneath here. This is in the off position. That's in the select position. If you push it to the left, see how your title drum moves? Okay, let me pull these back. Title drum moves, right? We stop where you want. See how we stop it in the middle there? Okay, that's how we put our records in, right there. Okay, when you're done putting records in, if you get to the end here, it goes all the way down to 1. You just keep holding this, it'll start going back in the other direction. Watch. Okay, there we go. Now it's going back, counting all the way back up to 200. All right, so that's what we do. By holding that to the left. When you're done, put it in this position. If you don't have it in this position and you start pushing buttons over here to make selections, your jukebox will not select, and you'll think, oh, there's something wrong with this. Well, guess what? There isn't anything wrong with it. All right, it's got to be over here. All right, so we learned about putting records in. We learned about loosening up the mech. Last thing is cleaning. You can come in here, clean your diffuser glass from the inside. You can also clean the back side of it. The title drum. See how you can move this down every time you move it? See the lights change up there? Okay. So basically, all you got to do is push in these little buttons. Come over here, push in this button. Okay. These lift right out. See, it's a whole tray. And then if you look on the back side, there's little grooves right there to slip your title strips in, or slip them out from the top or the bottom. There's 5 title trays like this, and then when you're done, come back over here and set it right in the slot, okay, and just push them down. Now that title tray's in there, we turn it one more time, okay, and we can take this one out. Very simple, okay. So that's how you do the title drum. All right, well that's it. That's your setup video. Put your records in, loosen up the mech base, the 4 screws. Put your records in, and then shut this. Okay, sometimes this might get stuck on this little chain. Usually it doesn't, and then you just sort of push it forward, and then push it up into place so it locks in. And you'll know if you're right if you can push this program button, and it spins freely and doesn't hit that. All right, that's your setup video. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your jukebox.